which hopefully stays on turf. But if it comes off the dirt, my top two picks are the same. So the obvious horse here is Far and Few, who's racing at Gulfstream for trainer George Weaver. Good form and gets the hot rider Paco Lopez. But there's a lot of speed in this race, including that horse. And I think it sets up nice for a closer. And Miss Ellery is the closer who I think has a good chance. Now this is a trainer change to Falcone Jr., who I think is due to get a win this meet. He's 0 for 7. He usually does okay here at Monmouth. You can see he's 28% first start, horse's first start in his barn. This horse has a good foundation and works, adds Lasix today. And every time this horse has been in a sprint, she's come on late. She went to the lead in the longer races. And I just think it sets up nicely on the turn back here, going from 7 furlongs to 5.5 furlongs, a closing sprinter, and whether it's turf or dirt, I think it sets up nice for this filly who has some speed influence on the sire's side. So now we're going to go to Gulfstream, and let's see. So Gulfstream, I'm going to have a long shot here in the 5th race. There's only one horse that I had at Gulfstream today. So this race number 5 at Gulfstream, is on the all-weather synthetic track. It's a maiden claiming race. So the horse to beat here is the 5 horse, who I put second. This horse has 4 speed figures in a row that have improved, and the last one was at this distance and surface. So she looks like the horse to beat. But the horse I put on top is Siljim. Blinkers on for return. Raced once. Now, the interesting thing about this, I thought, she started her career at Gulfstream in September in a $25,000 maiden claiming race. Now she's going to drop to the bottom. They only paid $15,000 for her, as you can see, up here, right here. And they're adding blinkers. Now, I look back at these two at this race, and I'll show you one of the ways I do that. I go to a website called Horse Racing Nation. You see it up here, horseracingnation.com. You can search on there. In fact, if you search a horse's name and so just say, Siljim racehorse on Google, whatever browser you use, you'll see Horse Racing Nation usually pops up. So this was the race back in September, and you can see that the horse that finished second now has won 4 races, Great Venezuela, and this horse, Bedrock Birdie, has turned out to be a nice horse too. She won her next start. Here she finishes second in an allowance race at Gulfstream. So that was a key race. Those 2 horses that finished first and second were much better than what she's facing here. So I think she's got a shot here at a price. Adding blinkers off the layoff shows a good, a couple of decent works. So in that race, I picked the 7, 5, 1, 8. I think the 5 horse is clearly the one to beat. So then we're going to go over to Belmont Park, the last race. Now, this race is scheduled for the turf, but there's a chance of thunderstorms. So this is a $40,000 maiden claiming race. It's a wide open race. There's no question about it. It's a wide open race. You have a first-time starter in here. The 7 horse with Chad Brown, who could be tough to beat. He's usually tough in those situations, but this is the horse that I like, Magic 8 Ball. And this is another situation where there's a key race involved. So now you can see that this horse has never raced for a tag. First of all, she made her 3-year-old return for Morley, trainer Thomas Morley, who's been hot, by the way. And it was on May 27th. It was an off-the-turf sprint, and it was a sloppy track, and it was very speed favoring that day. If you look on my website, on my track bias page, you'll see it says plus speed, which means very, very speed favoring. So she really didn't have any chance because she's far off the pace, and the track was carrying speed. She didn't have the greatest trip anyway. Hit the gate, was wide. So that was a good, prep race against the bias. Now she's going to go back on turf, stretching out. Now, in this one turf race, she stalked as you can see here, and then she tired. This was a tough field, though. The winner of this race is now a stakes winner. Two starts after this, she won the, I think it's called the Florida Oaks. Let's see, what is it called? Yes, she won the Florida Oaks. And then these two horses, as you can see, they both won too. So this was a big key race. Now she's facing, weaker horses in a $40,000 maiden claiming race. And so I think she's, set for a good race. She's worked well since last. And now in this race, my picks are for turf only. In these particular horses here, 8, 7, 6, 1, 5. It is a wide open race, but she didn't have a smooth trip in her own turf start. It turned out to be a big key race, and she's in a hot barn. Second start off the layoff, and I think it's a good spot for her. So anyway, that's it for Morning Maidens on Sunday. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'd appreciate it. Hit the notifications key so you find out when I have new videos. Give me a like. I'd appreciate that also. And it's a lot of good racing today on Sunday, and let's hope that the weather holds up. It's hot, but hopefully we won't get too many thunderstorms to take these races off the turf. So good luck today and enjoy the races.